Hello everyone, this is PixelGameWizard. Welcome back for what will possibly be the final session of Planescape Torment. Last time we found out from Trias, the Betrayer, that our mortality can be found through a portal in a mortuary, and that's where we are going now. You might also notice that we are one party member short from what we usually have, and the reason for that is that Valor, well, kind of turned on us. And, well, we tried to get talking to him, but he's not a very personal guy, and, well, it didn't go well. Let's just leave it at that. So, let's go up into the mortuary and finish this adventure. Door has been sealed.
Sensory touch.
Oh, Mort. Do you ever tire of being improper?
Yeah, alright. I guess we'll talk to a guard. Maybe they'll let us into the mortuary? Yeah. What is your purpose within the mortuary? I am here to pay my respects to Daenerys, the woman in the Northwest Memorial Hall. Sounds good. So what are we looking for? I wonder... So we're supposed to look for a portal. Or something.
Alright.
I think the only hint we were given is that we will feel somehow cold as we got near, and then we'd have to tear off our own flesh, and then we'd go through.
Done.
Our flesh being the key. More specifically, regret. But before we can prepare the key, we first have to find the portal. Which
Alright.
I'm hoping is on the ground level here. But in case it is not,
Done.
we might have to go up a level. Maybe it's somewhere in this room? Maybe it's in Daenerys' room?
Alright.
Now I think when we first left this place, we left Daenerys in a bit of an upset state. So maybe we should try to calm her down a bit. Yeah, there she is.
Again you have come. Why is it you continue to torment me?
Okay, there is much I need to know. You have no answers for me. This is not the Daenerys I remember. This is a lie. The Daenerys I loved was kind, gentle, and never abandoned a soul in need. Have you truly fallen so far? It's very manipulative, but... No, I don't think a character has the heart to manipulate her more. I'm sorry, I've hurt you. I will leave and torment you no more. The furious expression on Daenerys' face melts like water. The speed of the change is as frightening as the desperate expression on her face. No, wait, my love. Her voice is pleading. Please forgive me. I beg you, do not leave. Okay. I forgive you. Now I need your help, Daenerys.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Okay, I guess she can't really help us find a portal. We do have to find this portal. If it isn't on this floor, then it must be upstairs. Possibly in the room where we began this game. That does sound like the kind of thing that would be appropriate for the narrative of this game. Going back to the beginning. Alright,
Right.
we're gonna go up to that room.
All right.
Somewhere here? Here it is. There is something familiar about the arch in front of you. Something hauntingly familiar. A bone-numbing chill blankets the air between these two black pillars, as if the arch itself is bordered on some other colder space. For some reason, you know this is the portal to the Fortress of Regrets. Now all you need to do is open it. Okay, peel the skin from the left forearm. You clench your teeth and dig your fingernails into your left forearm. With a dry tearing sound, you peel off a strip of skin. The chill between the pillars becomes stronger, almost hungering, as if the portal has opened a crack. The scrap of skin has been peeled from the back of your left forearm. Its scarred, grey surface reminds you of a zombie's hide. It feels more like a piece of cured leather than a strip of skin. Alright, now we will inscribe regret with our blood. As you prepare to scroll a regret, a series of images float across your mind. I regret what happened to my companions. I regret my actions, my past. I regret what has happened to my companions, in particular Daenerys. You whisper the words to yourself, but the regret echoes through your mind. I regret... all my companions had to suffer for me to reach here, enslaving Dakin. Nothing about Daenerys? Alright, all my companions. You scrawled the regret into the scrap of flesh, but your rapid healing forces you to stop often to reopen the cut on your finger and squeeze forth more blood. Several moments later, you have finished, your blood glistening on the scrap of skin, a combination of your flesh, your blood, and your regret. As you watch the bloody regret dry, a wave of cold washes over you. You look up, the black pillars to either side of the arch are glowing softly, motes of misty blue light drifting from their sides to form a shimmering curtain between them. Beyond the curtain, you can barely make out a weathered stone causeway leading into darkness. Everyone ready? I've come this far. This is Grace. I've come this far, and it would be rude of me to retire before the final hour. She smiles slightly. Even if you were to ask politely, I would not permit it. Anna? Anna shivers. Another wave of cold emanates from the portal. As another wave emanates. Aye, I'll follow you. Besides, if you'd lose your own head if it weren't attached, you'll need a minder, so you will. Dakin? Your path is mine. Morta? Mort hesitates, glances at the portal, glances at you, then back at the portal. Look, I'm not going to say too much here, but there's something I need to tell you. And what is that? Well, it's about where we're going. Actually, where we've been. Okay, we know we've been there. Okay, Dakin. His hands drop at his sides as if he's preparing for battle. Mort says, This isn't the first time we've been through this, you see. I've been to this Fortress of Regrets before, though I didn't know it then. So from the very start, you could have told me where the portal was, what the portal key is, why I am an immortal, what has happened to mortality, and the fact that it's in this fortress. Morta, I'll kill you. That's, it's tempting. Alright, well, we're irritated. You didn't know? How is that possible? It's hard to explain until you've been there. Besides, you didn't know the, other you. He wasn't exactly the kind of basher to share the chant with us. I mean, I knew he was looking for some place, but I didn't know why, where it was, or what it was. So I couldn't say anything to you because I didn't know anything. I just happened to know when we got there. So, what happened? Well, we went to this fortress, and even before we land foot in this place, we're all split up, fighting for our lives. So the first thing I want to tell you is, if you're determined to go through with this, there's a good chance that anybody who goes through the portal is going to end up somewhere far away from everybody else. Thing is, even split up, we may be your only hope. Okay, why do you say that? Because whatever was waiting in that fortress for you, Chief, it already defeated you once. To this day, I don't know how you managed to survive, but if you fall again, you're going to need someone there to pull you out of that fortress. Okay, Mort, I need you to tell me everything you can about the fortress. It's important. This fortress of regrets. It stretches on for leagues, Chief. It's a fortress, but feels more like a plane in itself. All stone, all darkness, and shadows. Everywhere shadows. We go there, and we better be prepared. What happened when we first went there? Chief, I don't know what happened to you, but I know what happened to me. I spent my time running from vault to vault, those shadows crawling all over me, trying to bring me down. Then suddenly we were out, like someone had pulled us back. Hold on a moment, when you say us, it doesn't sound like it meant just you and me. And this is where, even though we already know Dakin was with us, I guess. Know that I have walked your path many times. Dakin speaks slowly, as if measuring each word. His blade has become a misty grey, as if Dakin's mind has drifted. A portion of your path is known to me. 5 walked the path to the fortress. Each died their own death. Each died their own death. How? What do you mean? I died the death of faith. The skull died the death of courage. The woman died the death of grief. The blind archer died the final most merciful death, the death of the body. You died the death of memory. But who were these people? Skull was me, Mortis says quietly. The woman was some chit named Daenerys. I never knew the archer. Except, well, we read about the archer in the book, or with the pen. He was one who knew his targets without seeing them. Many shadows fell beneath his rain of arrows. Yeah, Mortal rattles as if shivering. Chief, at this fortress, there's shadows everywhere. There was darkness there, and every shadow was Shrek lore. They are tormented creatures. The wounds in your spirit are known to them. They will attack you through them. They spoke to me like the Pillar of Skulls. Mort's voice drops. They knew. Alright, look you two. I need to know all you can tell me about this fortress. Right, we've already gone through this, I think. Dakin says that the shadows suffer. When you face them, know that you face that which has killed you once. Dakin, Morta, you... Okay, so Dakin, Morta, and I survived. What happened to the archer and Daenerys? The archer died the death of the body. The woman died the death of the spirit. I could not save the woman because it was not your will that she be saved. Her grave was dry of tears. No one knew to mourn her passing. And I did not want her saved. Why? Alright, we don't know. I can't tell you any more, Chief, except we're bound to be divided as soon as we arrive. It's a huge place, and it's crawling with shadows. And somewhere in that fortress is something more powerful than any of us. Nothing lives there. The walls are darkness. There's one other thing you should know. The you I knew before, the you that led us here, he wasn't like you. At all. The other you, he didn't care much for anybody. For anyone. We could have all died in the fortress. And he wouldn't have blinked. So I just want you to hold on to your differences. Because, well, I like this you a lot better. A lot better. Is that it? The other you was smart. Smartest bastard I've ever known. He always had every angle covered. If he died at the fortress, that means... well... you don't think I can succeed? No, that's not it. It's not that, Chief. Because it's not always who's smartest, or who's the most powerful, or who's the toughest. Sometimes it comes down to who you are and what you really want. I mean, once you wanted to become immortal, but in the end, is that really what you wanted? Just be sure of what you want this time, is all I'm saying. Look, Mort, we haven't talked much about this, but you know you don't have to come with me to this place, right? I'll understand if you don't want to. No. Yeah? Oh, no, I think we'll just ask, are you ready? Why not, Chief? I mean, we've gone to every other horrible plane in the multiverse. Why not take that extra step over the cliff? Are you ready? Because if you're not... Alright, prepare a little bit more. By which I mean save. Oh. Okay. How do I go through the portal? I approach this way. Where?
I'm gone.
Right, so walk back over here.
All
Say.
right.
Then back over to that spot. Yeah. Everyone ready? We've been through this. I'm ready. Are you with me? Let's go. I mean, any place else has got to be better than rattling our bone box in the mortuary, right?